Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick. My name is Callie Say and I'm here at Transwest in horse trailer sales. And we're finally starting to hit spring here, so it's a little bit nicer out. The trailers get a little bit shinier in the sun, so it's a good day to do a trailer video. All right, so what we have here today is one that we've videoed before, but this one was sale pending. It came back on the market. The person that had money on this trailer actually built one that was very, very similar to this, but she made some adjustments that we just couldn't do to this trailer here on the lot. There's a lot of things we can add on. We can add hydraulic jacks, we can have worm flooring installed after the fact, but when we start changing lengths and stall sizes and everything like that, we do have to custom build them at that point. So as a result, since this one's back on the market, we wanted to show it off again and show everybody kind of what a great trailer this is. So this is a 2021 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse gooseneck. It's not your average 3-horse gooseneck. This is an extra tall and extra wide. So on our extra tall trailers, we're gonna go 7'7" tall. The standard on a Cimarron is 7'1", so you get a lot of extra headroom for those taller horses. We also did it extra wide, so instead of 6'10" wide, you're 7'6" wide. You do have a little bit of wheel wells in there, but for those horses that are just a little bit longer and tend to have their butts rub on the kick mats behind them, this is really nice, gives them a little bit more room to stretch out, and it makes them more comfortable to ride in there. And then we also did bigger stalls on this. So our standard is a 39-inch stall. We've actually upped it by about 3 inches on each stall to 42, 42, and 54 inches for the last one. So you've got lots of room to haul those big warm bloods, half drafts, anything like that. If for any reason you have a behemoth of a horse that you think this might be a little too small for, Cimarron can go up every 3-inch increments. So I've built trailers that are 8'1" tall before and 8 foot wide. There's lots of options when it comes to these trailers. It's really nice, they're custom built, so when you build a horse trailer with Cimarron, essentially we give you a build sheet, just like this here, and then you get a drawing that you get to sign off on. So every single trailer that we have here is a custom built trailer. It's just we were the ones that built it. So if you want to put your name on one, there is a little bit of a waiting time to get one, so the sooner you order the better, but we can build you something like this with the upgrades that you want. Or as you'll see in this video, this is a really great little trailer. You might not want to have to wait, and you might want to put your name on it today. So the first thing I want to talk about is the ride height of this trailer. So it's kind of hard to see on a lot of our trailers when we've just got them by themselves, but today we've actually got it hooked up to a truck. Our truck guy Marlon is going to do a video on this GMC 1-ton afterwards, so if you need a truck and a trailer, maybe tune in next to watch that video. But something I wanted to mention here is that a lot of the reasons we see people trade in their trailers is because they no longer fit their trucks. So trucks keep getting higher and higher. This bed rail, nobody wants to get into it and destroy your trailer or your truck. So we want proper ride height without the trailer sitting on its back axles going down the road. That's not comfortable for your horse. It's not comfortable to pull a trailer that's really nose high. So one of the things we do here at Transwest is we actually increase from a 50-inch gooseneck drop to a 53-inch. So from basically here to here, you've got an extra 3 inches of clearance. Especially in a 7'7" tall trailer, you're never really going to notice it in your headroom up above. But it just makes it so much safer to pull this trailer knowing you have plenty of clearance. We like to aim for 6 to 8 inches of clearance, and we want these trailers to run level going down the road. So if you can kind of pan out here, you can see that you're not riding high on the nose or too downhill. So we have these adjustable couplers on these trailers, and you've actually got 2 set screws and a locking pin here. And so it's very adjustable. We can make sure that it rides properly for your truck. If you've got an older truck and we need to make this coupler just a little bit taller, that's something we can do when you come to hook up. So there's really big benefits to going with these newer Cimarrons that we do these taller drop walls on. It's going to fit these taller trucks for a lot longer to come, and hopefully you won't have to upgrade unless you want to in the future. So this is something that's really, really important, and it's something that we've been doing at Cimarron, or at Transwest here for a couple years, because we kind of have noticed this trend of trucks getting taller and taller. Now, if you're pulling with a 3/4 ton, there's a good chance that this trailer is going to squat this truck a little bit more, so that'll kind of help. But if you're like a lot of people out there that have a 1 ton and you want it to have proper ride height, we need to make sure we account for that in the Goose Neck drop wall. All right, so underneath here, you do have your spare tire. We talk about this a lot, but they are nitrogen filled. It was a very cold morning. There was ice on my windshield, and it's looking like it's going to warm up quite nicely today. So by the green cap here will signify that it is nitrogen filled. Nitrogen doesn't expand and contract quite as much as just regular old air, so it's a lot more stable. The PSI won't change so much if you're going down the road, and it warms up quite a bit. You're not going to have to worry about it expanding too quickly and having hot tires. So we talk a lot about your DOT codes on the tires. If you ever do a trade-in, something we always ask for is we want to know how old your tires are. If it's a used trailer, we want them all matching. We want good, even tire wear on them, and we want them to be within date. So if they're over 5 years, we're going to be replacing them. So something you want to look for if you're doing a trade-in is your DOT code is stamped right here on this tire. It's either on the front or the back. We got lucky that it's on the front. 26 of 20, so that means it was produced in the 26th week of 2020. These tires right here have a Lion's Head warranty on them, so that's 1 year, no questions asked against any roadside hazards, 2 years roadside assistance, and 5 years against any manufacturer defects. So really good warranty just on the tires. Your Cimarron itself has an 8-year structural and a 3-year hitch to bumper. So they really stand behind their trailers. They know they've got a high quality trailer. We really like selling them for that reason, because we can really believe in this product and stand behind it. So it's just nice to have a really high quality product that we can sell. All right, so up here you do have your tack room. We've got a 4-foot front tack. What's really nice is by adding that extra 6 inches, we were able to soak it up in this really big boot box. I'll kind of step in here. So normally we do a 12-inch boot box, but by going with this 4-foot front tack, you have room for this big 18-inch boot box. Goes all the way across the width of this trailer. Really nice to sit on. Throw some pillows on there, get your boots on, and tons of storage. I know everybody needs storage. Probably the #1 complaint with horse trailer people is they bought too much stuff and they need more places to put things. So we're trying to help out here by doing these bigger boot boxes. Up above, you do have a clothes rod in the nose. Like I mentioned earlier, this is an extra tall trailer. So you're 7'7" tall. Even with the 53-inch gooseneck drop, you've got plenty of room to hang all your show shirts, jackets, anything like that, and they're gonna not be crumpled up and have any issues up top. You've got 2 windows. You can get some air moving through here. Really nice to have. And then right here on this wall, you do have some bridle hooks. So we've got a total of 12 bridle hooks on this trailer. You've got 6 in here with carpeting behind. We always carpet behind our bridle hooks. That way, if you do have bits or anything swinging back and forth going down the road, not only is it going to scratch up your beautiful white aluminum here, but it'll also be really uncomfortable for your horses to hear if we just had our bits right against this aluminum. So by carpeting behind it, you're making it quieter, you're protecting your bridles, you're protecting your poor horses on the other side. Right here, we do have a removable saddle rack. So the nice thing about these is all these Cimarrons, they have adjustable saddle racks on these. So it's just as simple as grabbing a little wrench and loosening the top and bottom bolt, and you can slide these all the way up, or you can change if you want it to go saddle rack, blanket bar, saddle rack, blanket bar. Like, you can change this. If you're really tall, I'm sure you can put these a lot higher. If you're short like me, then this is a great, be able to make these exactly how you want. just another way that the Cimarrons are very customizable. The really cool thing about this trailer is we actually did a folding rear tack on it. So if you're wanting to hang out here, you don't want to smell your blankets and your saddles, you can actually put this in the folding rear tack. If you are a saddle hoarder like some people that I know, then you can get an additional post here, and we can get you a whole second one that you can bring every saddle you have to the show. There's a lot of people out there that are doing multiple disciplines, and they have 1 to 2 saddles per horse that they're bringing. This is a 3-horse trailer. If you have 6 saddles that you need to bring to a show, it's really nice to have that additional placement in the back that we can order you another post, and you can have plenty of room for all your saddles. There's enough room back here that if we wanted to add a corner water tank, we could. So that's always an add-on we can do. Up above, you can see we've got these LED lights in here. This is the new style of their Optibright lights. They're very, very bright, put out tons of light. They don't use up a lot of energy. They don't get hot. So we really like LEDs on this trailer. Just really, really great use of them. We do have a pass-through door right here. So we've got a stud divider on this first stall. I know a lot of people end up using this first stall for additional storage. So by having this first stall with the stud divider, you can come in and out of your escape door and use this as more of a mudroom if you don't have a horse here. And before coming into your tack, maybe you've got some dirty boots that you want to take off before you come in here. Instead of leaving them outside, you can leave them in your first stall. As you'll notice, it is hinged so that the supports, if a horse is leaning on it, if you forget to lock it, you're not going to have a horse in your tack room when you get there. So we try and make sure that everything is as horse safe as possible on these trailers. So if a horse is in there putting its weight on, we want them to be framed against the weight so that they're not going to be able to pop it open going down the road. I'm really thankful for this step here today. It's a little fold-up step. Just makes it so much easier to get in and out of, especially on these 7.6 wide trailers. We barely have any running board here. And if you're trying to get a big Western saddle or a big track trunk through that door, it's going to be kind of a struggle to have to balance on this small little running board. These fold-up steps, they make it a lot easier, more comfortable step height to get into the trailer. You're not having to start all the way up here. It's been something that we've been doing on almost every one of our inventory trailers. So you'll see fold-up steps on almost everything that we have. Got a nice little brush box here. You can put all your grab and go items in. It does have drain holes, so if you ever need to just wash it out, maybe you spill some fly spray or some shampoo, you can hose this out without having to take it off of your trailer. Every single one of these Cimarrons comes with one of these little Cimarron booklets. So you've got your user's manual in here, a lot of your warranty information. This is something I recommend keeping on your trailer. If you have any issues, your VIN is actually on it, and if you don't want to find your VIN plate up there, well, it's very simple. I can show you where it is. But this is nice to have. So you've got bus windows on the hip side. These bus windows are almost as big as some of the old drop-down windows. So you're going to get a lot of air going through these trailers. If you want to custom build one, like I mentioned before, they can do drop downs on this side. They can do plexiglass inserts if you want to go that direction. But it's very customizable. You've got these heavy duty side slats on this trailer. It's a little cold still, so it hurts to knock on the side of this. But these have triple hollow slats, so you've got actually hollow cores running through this. Anytime we add a radius to something, we're adding strength to the side of the trailer. So instead of just having the 050 aluminum here down below, this is the most likely spot on your trailer to be scratched up or abused by your horses. So we go with something really heavy duty that's going to hold up well, and it's actually going to help support the sides of your trailer as you're going down the highway. Right here, you are running on 16 tires with aluminum rims, or wheels, sorry. Every Cimarron trailer comes standard with aluminum wheels. So they used to, some of the old ones you see out there still have those steel wheels, but they upgraded everything to these aluminums. So they stay nice a lot longer and they look really good. All right. So you've got 50/50 doors on the rear here. As I mentioned before, you do have that folding rear tack. I like this folding rear tack setup because even if you don't put your saddles back there, you've always got more storage that you need to throw things in. Muck buckets, pitchforks, bales of hay, anything like that can go in this, and it's not going to disturb your horses in this last stall here. These horses still have plenty of room. If you want, you can just back them out of here. This last stall is 54 inches, so I know a lot of people will put their bigger horses in the back here. If for any reason you've got a horse that's a little claustrophobic, doesn't want to get in this trailer with this up, it's really easy to collapse. Got two holds right there. Collapses like that. And then you literally just push it right over. So that takes no time at all. If you have some stuff back here you have to unload first, might take you a little bit longer, but it's easy. One person can do it, and it's so clean and easy, like your horses aren't gonna have any issues. We've still got matting here for them to rub up against. So just really, really horse safe little area. All right, so in these stalls here, we did go ahead and put the padding on the dividers. I know a lot of people have lighter color horses. If you don't want to wash them the second you get to a show, this padding will keep that aluminum from rubbing on them. It's also a little bit more comfortable. If they lean against the sides of it, it's going to be nice and cushioned for them. Cimarron tries to make everything really easy to use with one hand, so most of the time when you're going in a trailer, what do you have? You usually have a horse in the other hand. So they try and make sure that you can do just about anything with one-handed operation. Makes it really, really easy to load and unload horses, especially if you don't have somebody that's really well seasoned getting in and out of this trailer. We try and make it as uncomplicated as possible for you to load these horses. As I mentioned, you do have some wheel wells in this trailer since you are 7'6" wide. Gives your horses a little bit of extra room in their stall length, and they use a nice heavy-duty matting here. There's no sharp edges on it, so your horses are going to be very comfortable. You're never going to have to worry, because of your horse's anatomy, you're not worrying about your horses being butted up against that wheel well there. They try and avoid any metal-to-metal contact, so you'll notice this is a high-grade plastic against this aluminum here. It's quieter. Metal on metal actually wears faster, so by avoiding that, we're actually increasing the longevity of these latches here. As you'll notice, you know, there's a lot of potholes you hit, lots of road vibration, so we want it to be nice and quiet for your horses. There's a lot of places on this trailer where they could have done metal to metal, probably would have been cheaper, but Cimarron doesn't like to take the cheap route out, so they make sure that these rides are really comfortable for your horses. You're probably more likely to use a trailer if your horse is easier to get in and out of it. One of my favorite things to do on these trailers is show you guys how strong the roofs are. These are a FiberTech roof. It's basically an insulated roof with a honeycomb core. You've got a gel coat finish on it to protect from any of the harmful sun rays. It's a single pour, so it's not like a laminated where there's layers in there. If you have any water ever get in, it's not going to rot away your roof. But the cool thing about it is, especially as we approach hail season, is that these are really dent resistant roofs. So as you'll notice, you don't want to do that on an aluminum sheeted roof. You would destroy your poor trailer. So I just want to put that disclaimer in there. But these FiberTech roofs are incredibly strong. When they put these on, they're single sheet. 3 guys are walking up and down on the top of this. On a Cimarron, you don't have to find the roof bows for support like you do on a lot of trailers. So they're a lot safer to walk on if you need to go up there and check your seals or anything like that. Love our Cimarron roofs. They also keep your horses a little bit cooler. They've got an R3 thermal value. Back here I mentioned we do have 12 bridle hooks on this trailer. There's 2 more sets back here for 6 here and 6 in the front. You do have the matting behind, so same theory. We don't want to scratch up this pretty white aluminum, and we also want it to be quiet and comfortable for your horses. If you need us to add more bridle hooks, our shop can easily do that. So over here, you have some nice high quality butterfly latches. This new hinge style for your trailers, it's really easy to use. Anywhere you have horses have access to the exterior, you're always going to have one of these butterfly latches. A lot of people worry, they're like, this looks like plastic. It's probably going to break down, the sun's going to corrode it just like plastic does, but this is actually aluminum that's been powder coated, so you know you've got a lot of longevity out of this thing. It looks really good. It's not going to rub on you since it's powder coated when you're trying to open and close it, so lots of benefits there as well. All right, so you've got pretty good running gear under this trailer. You've got 2 6,000-pound axles. They're rubber torsion, so they're going to do really well under load. Those big horses will easily ride in this trailer. They'll be really comfortable. We've got 16-inch awning lights. We've got an awning light on the other side that went out, but it's an LED. Throws lots of light at night, and then you've actually got an awning light on the rear as well. Got a little escape door. As I mentioned before, a lot of people use this as a mudroom or for extra storage. You can throw your coolers, hay bales, anything like that up here if you're just running with 2 horses, and it just gives you a lot of extra room. Better to bring everything and be prepared than to have to pick and choose what you leave at home. So you do have a single leg jack here. If one of those modifications we can make at our shop is if you want to add a hydraulic jack with battery box, something we do all the time. It does add cost to the trailer, but we find that a lot of people find it's very worthwhile, especially if you don't have to crank this trailer up and down. It's not hard. I did it to get it on this truck. It's not like these aluminum trailers are a lot easier to move up and down. But if you just want to save some cranking, it's something we can easily do. So I know there's going to be a lot of people that love this trailer. I think it's really awesome. I'm happy that the person that had money on it was able to get one that's similar, but some of the modifications that she really wanted. But as you can see, it's set up well and ready to use. So if you guys have any questions on it, you can check it out on our website, transwest.com. Our stock number is 5N201018. It's a 2021 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse gooseneck. We did have a pretty significant price increase for our 2022s, so this is going to be one of the best deals you can get on these trailers before the prices go up. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have on this trailer. You can reach me. My name is Callie Say. My phone number is 970-309-6368. If you don't feel like talking to me, that number accepts text messages, so it's really easy to get a hold of me. We can get you all the information you need on this trailer so that you're comfortable with your purchase. Thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.